Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Pumpkin, we have a BTC price still sitting at $63,000. We actually aren't moving anywhere. We have now on the weekly chart, it's now this tiny little green. We are above that 21 EMA on the weekly. And now we're just looking for this confirmation of the week ahead. Everyone is, of course, begging Mr. Russell 2000, can you please go up? But yes, I know you're just begging one index, but what you're actually doing is you're begging a lot of coins, friends, up here. This is Russell 2000, finished green. Look at that daily close. Everybody is begging for the Russell 2000 coins to like show themselves to be like consumed by everybody who wants risk. Like, hey, be available for everyone. We want the belly of the curve to start rising, and that will be a very, very big push to come. And I'm going to show you this lovely chart comparison from BCB. So thank you to him for showing his charts. Look at the Russell 2000 here. You can actually visualize the gap. This is it. See the bottom arrow, friends? That is Mr. Russell 2000. We're pretty much waiting for it to go up. And the top is the stock market, the S&P and the NASDAQ. So, and I think it's got the Dow as well. Do you see how all of them are together? 3 of the indexes are together. You even got the green one there. And then the Russell 2000 is lagging. From this point, it is truly a never before happened scenario. So in 2020, the Russell 2000 was lagging. It was lagging. And then the zombie virus came. So that's why if you were in the year 2020 and you're checking out the Bitcoin rally, which is what happened with the plus token Ponzi, right up here, everything was making new highs in the stocks except Mr. Russell 2000. And then of course we had the zombie attack. And that's the chart right here. That's what happened. Everything. So you can see right up here, the S&P 500 made new highs. They kept going up and up and up. And then bang, it wasn't good enough. And then we continued. That's why a lot of people are concerned because they go, well, the Russell 2000 is lagging again. Are we going to have a big capitulation? But there's a difference now. The difference is we are past the Bitcoin halving. We're past this. The global liquidity cycle has had enough time to patch up a lot of the holes. And the economy, like, we could have had it, I guess, in the past year or so. But, I mean, who's to know, man? Any of these black swans can occur at any time. It's good at least to see the stock market still roaring through the high. But, yeah, that's where pretty much everyone's in a fork in the path now. We don't know if is the Russell 2000, is it lagging because it just wants to see who's going to become president? Is that part? They go, hey, we can't take all these risks. We want Donald Trump to be there. That gives us more confidence. Is that one of the catalyst things, or is it just simply that something is actually wrong with risk in the whole market? You never get these answers, friends. You don't know. They're just signals, they're indicators. It's all probabilities. Ultimately, only the strongest will survive, and those are the people who believe the hardest. Check out where Bitcoin should be if it was following past cycles. You see this? We started to go sideways, and look at this. Before, Bitcoin was going up, but back then, in the previous cycle, Bitcoin was actually rising. Why? Because the stocks and everything else had pumped up. Remember, this was post-zombie virus printing as well. You had a lot of those things working in the background, but we don't have them now. And we just don't know, man. Maybe Donald Trump gets in, friends. Is something going to occur? Well, look, I was almost going to make a breaking episode just for this. Jim Cramer has actually come out and said he thinks Kamala Harris is going to win. He said, I don't see how Trump wins. So he actually predicted Kamala Harris will win the presidential election. The inverse oracle god. I mean, man, this has like 500 likes that everyone knows. I'm like, wow. Can you believe it? Like, he is a true unicorn, an inverse unicorn. So the horn probably doesn't grow on his head. Probably the horn he grows on his butt for Jim Cramer, the unicorn. It is just completely inverted. Like, how could you look at, for example, all of this data? Aren't you just so curious? How could you observe all these things happening where you have polymarket, you have Donald Trump 55% to 45%? His man, the odds, they're trying to rig it so hard, but the gap's too big. Okay, so he has to win by a landslide, otherwise they're just going to rig it. And Jim Cramer comes out saying, yeah, I just don't see how we can win. Man, it's wonderful. It's wonderful that it just occurs. And they occur at random times, the two. Like, I have never in my life watched Jim Cramer and I be able to predict what he thinks. Predict that he's going to talk about something. Never. I'm always like, at a random point in the market, I'm thinking, oh, I bet Jim Cramer's bullish. I bet he's bearish. He'll say nothing. He'll just fully say nothing. And then random points in time where you just would never think like there's no trade up here or down here. Like what would you? There's nothing to do here. He just makes a call. He makes a call. It's actually insane. It really is. Now, friends, man, I really got a juicy news for you today as well. Davey Soy Hoffman has actually won his fight against Kane Warwick at some fighting event. So here he is. Here's Kane. Let's see if we can get some fighting of him as well. This is, I think, after the match as well. So let's go in. I think this is Eric. Is Eric Wall the one recording? Here we are. Found some more videos. This is them going for it. They're going for it. I want to see some smacks, boys. Come on. Come on. Like, they just look like Ethereum guys. You can just tell. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. I mean, like, just... They're so, like... they're just too smart to be fighting, dude. Like, I'm just looking at them like, bro... The world needs more brains like this, okay? I don't know how we get into this, man. I think it's like this personal endeavor and this just speaks to crypto. Like, you're in here, you got a lot of money. What's next, right? They want to set themselves a challenge. That's what crypto is, friends. Like, in crypto, you're always at the bottom of the mountain, and the valley is so deep. And we like climbing. Okay, we like climbing. One of the things I used to like doing, which I thought it was just me that was weird. Apparently, everyone does this. When they're playing a game, let's say a World of Warcraft game or any other adventure game, people like going back and they want to like start a new character. They're like, oh, I want to start a new character. It's like, oh, I want to start from zero and train on the way up. It's like you get this dopamine hit from improving. Like, oh, I just want to go back to basic level training and stuff out here. So, yes, I think Davey Soy Hoffman ended up winning. And yeah, of course, somebody did ask me, hey, do we still call him Davey Soy Hoffman? And I say, excuse me, am I still blocked? Yes? Okay. He's still Davey Soy Hoffman to me. Now, baby doll, speaking of Ethereum maxis, Sassal is back. So Sassal is a fierce Ethereum maxi, friends, decentralization maxi. Here's him and his missus. He went traveling for 2 months and now he's back. And I wanted to make a meme picture. I just didn't have time of him coming back. He's like, it's time to spank the Soylana kids. He's already going full hard. Code, look at his fans, look at the words node. And just to see these words like, revenue is just, yes, it's insane to see it come back. A call to action for Ethereans. Be more publicly bullish on it. So he's talking about it. Talk about what excites you for ETH. Screw the haters. Don't let them stop you from bull posting. So he's coming out. He's actually fighting. It's in the Australian spirit as well. You know what I mean? So, yes, they need more people like that. Kind of interesting, friends, as well. I'll share this with you. Sassal used to follow me in the bear market, okay, in 2022. Because, of course, I'm bullish ETH, bullish on ETH and everything. He started following me, but then he unfollowed me. And the reason why, have one guess. Have one guess, friends. And it was because Richard Hart coins. Of course. Back then, there was only Hex, though. I said Hex is cheap, and I was writing about cults, deep value, and all these things. And remember, and community is the asset, but it didn't matter. Any affiliation with that, they're like, oh, man. And I was actually getting messages from a lot of Ethereum people, friends. They said, wow, he really got you, man. You can't admit he scammed you. You just can't admit it. Over. I got it a lot, 2022. So you gotta understand, friends. Morad comes out here, meme coin Jesus, pretty much, and has this automatic support with all these Solana people. But at the time, I was actually conceiving of these. Everyone is saying stuff to me like, oh, you got scammed. You're delusional. You can't admit it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I think you're all wrong. And look, man, friends, I want to take it back right now. I'm going to show you what I was actually going through, because at the same time that I was saying it, ETH BTC was peaking. Look at this. You see this? They had maximum love for Ethereum. Look at this. So ETH BTC was still 0.08. It was super strong. Everybody believed that the ratio, including myself, was like, oh, there's a chance the ratio goes up towards the bear market. But actually, that was the top. That was the top, friends. Look at this right here. Bang. It's been going down for 2 to 3 years since that point. So I just see it, friends. It's not easy being contrarian, man. It is not easy whatsoever, because you have to gather information from people, but then as they're your friends, your fellow squirrels who hold their own nuts as well, you have to just say, oh, man, I've got to take the other side. I'm sorry. Not sorry, okay? But we don't apologize, but I have to take the other side with this. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great story when this thing keeps turning around. I mean, cults are already happening, okay? Where's the Ethereum cult? Now, there is one, but your third cycle now. Your third cycle. Friends, by the way, I will be probably making another full video on this. You all remember, especially though in this comment section too, you know who you are. The 9mm token, remember friends, I was talking about the 9mm exploit. It is now up 33x since that bottom. That's right, 3,200%. All right, now I'm not going to spoil everything out here, but I'm going to make another video. And during that bottoms, friends, oh man, you came out to really spit on me, did you? I said, look, man, the exploit, the guy dumped all the tokens. The thing is still there. The thing still works. What did all the influencers say? Sommi Tangang, buyers for the Tangang. I'm like, no, you retard. The game is always the same. All right, you never get told when something is cheap. Okay, they love telling you something's cheap after it's gone up 15x, don't they? I'm not telling you to touch 9mm. I just said, hey man, it could be a lottery ticket. I go, and remember, friends, I made a whole video. Keep this for your mind. Remember, what did Sommi tell you? Okay, highest value strategy you ever want for short-term stuff is it's when there is a exploit crash, one thing drags, and a little ecosystem down. Now, it happens in assets, in everything else out there as well. It happens in assets, securities, whatever it is you're trading, but that's it. When something basically gets dragged down from a one big, it's a fear dump, the buying the outskirts stuff is the free win. It would literally be like if, let's say there's an oil crisis or whatever, and let's say oil companies in America, their prices shoot down and it sends Coca-Cola down. Okay, and Coca-Cola, like, wait a minute. I don't think the price of oil is going to affect people's wanting to drink Coca-Cola next week. But obviously, market's smart. The market doesn't sell Coca-Cola down more than like 3%. But I'm just telling you, let's say they sent Coca-Cola down 80%, down Warren Buffett's company. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Oil's got nothing to do with Coca-Cola. You see, that's recession stuff. That's actually how Warren Buffett, friends, he makes all his money. He buys those things in the deep recessions of Americana. Okay, but we haven't had one for such a long time. Okay, but you want to ask, right? Did we have such events happening on PulseChain as, say, 9mm token went down? Yes. DickWifButt, for example, DickWifButt. DWB, friends, remember this guy, someone, I don't know who did this, bro. You're going to regret this for the rest of your life. This guy dumped this thing down 40% in a day. It was down this, and that was literally the bottom. Look, from that guy's point, it literally went on to rally. My gosh, that's a 6x, 500%. So you don't need to go to the exploited thing itself. You look for the outskirt things. It's just that the exploited thing did come back as well. And a lot of people are saying, you know, Dev is a cheat and stuff, but it's just, yeah, man, we've got some fun stuff coming on later. Now, day by day, there is going to be the others BTC grinding up towards the friendship zone. We're actually almost there, friends. Kind of funny. We are slowly moving. It just doesn't feel like we're gaining. But in a nutshell, if you have any coin, if your coin's not moving during this time, if you have coins out there not moving, don't stress, don't worry. However, if they are moving, get very excited because you're able to move up while this thing hasn't even started mania mode yet. Mania mode starts when you first flip green on the weekly super chain, but there's a disbelief continuation of that because everybody's still worried about things transpiring. Now, maybe I want to play some Cranky G music again. We have been mogging everyone, friends. Completely, there's been literally a catastrophic moggening all over crypto, and I've noticed it this weekend. And it's always, man, I just love, I'm here 18 hours a day for you. So what a gift, friends. What a gift for you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I can see all these high follower guys, and they don't watch each other. Okay, they all think they're being independent, maverick, alpha male. I'm like, dude, you're all on the same side. You're all on the same side. You're all anti-memes, all of them. And before I continue, I mean, you just got to remember this meme, friends. You're effed when the music stops. So you remember this meme, famous meme. This guy's going to be up 5%. You're going to be up like literally 8,200%. This is going to be the absolute summary of the bull market. Everyone's like, you're effed when the music stops. And I made this one as well to show you, okay, not to mid-curve it, friends. Look at this. So buy the memes, cults, and neo-religion community coins. Buy them, right? So low IQ and high IQ view. And then in the middle, no, you have to buy coins with utility, revenue sharing, VC backing. They will be mogged, friends. I've seen it time and time again. And yes, it's remember, I didn't start seeing this. I was just an observer. I've just been here freaking, it's been a long time, man. How long have I been in markets, man? Like 13 years or something, like a long time, man. I've just seen this over and over and over again. Markets, when I say markets, man, it's traditional finance and all these, okay? Just understanding speculation, how crowds work, the pricing in, how everyone's got a certain amount of currency units and all these. So 2024, it already showed everyone there's a large amount of evidence that memes, cults, and neo-religion coins have product market fit. Also, I've got data here to show you, friends. I've got to quickly sneak that in. It's not just me saying it. Look at the chart. I've got it here for you, okay? Now, I know we have some faint lines here, but at the top right, friends, memes are up here. They are recovering the fastest, right? It is, I know it's up here. Memes are actually the fastest. AI is actually under it. And then you have layer 1s, layer 2s, and DeFi, all these. So, by the way, this is, friends, this is literally just like in like short-term performance days. You see our memes, friends? They're just starting to snap up already. They're leading already, man, already. So it's not just people saying, well, oh, a lot of people I know you try to call the top of meme coins. Oh, we got shout out to BitCone as well, friends. BitCone, remember the comb heads, friends. Cone heads. If you want Polygon exposure, you can buy cone. Remember, I made videos on BitCone. It's a really cute little cult. I got cone heads on Reddit and stuff. It's amazing. And like I actually have this clip here from Aaron as well. Friends, I got goosebumps. I have goosebumps right now. 4 years ago, I'm going to share with you this story. So I saw this video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening again. Someone sent me an Eric Krown video. During this episode, I forgot somewhere during this period here, okay? And so in this video, I talk about, this is crazy, man. 4 years ago, someone, or Hexicans, as the cult, was spamming Eric Krown's stream on Twitter. And I had a friend, Sean. He loves Cardano, loves a lot of coins. Okay, he couldn't get into Richard Hart stuff though. He's just, yeah, but Sean sent me Eric Krown stuff, and coincidentally when I just opened it up, and then he was pooping on Hex, like, oh, this chart looks trash. But then actually 5 months later, he had to make another video saying, okay, this thing's actually going up. I can't say anything about the tech. It was basically like pooping on it as well. But literally, that's exactly what Eric Krown did now. He made a video saying he's showing EHEX, and he's laughing at the EHEX and PHEX thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, man. Like, we're literally at the exact same 4 year ago moment. What are the chances it's happening again? There's just one difference now. The difference is I have a fluffy microphone. I'm wearing a Pikachu hat, and I can actually tell you this with confidence to please straighten your back and to show you that, oh my gosh, this thing is happening again. Now, if things take longer to play out, I mean, who the hell cares, friends? I mean, like, it's just magical that these things even play out in the first place, to be honest. Now, the overall theme, friends, the prices haven't moved much. Of course, Bitcoin is at 63K, but I'm going to read you this here, okay? All over Twitter, many big follower accounts have come out to say that they will short the meme coins. This will be the beginning spark for many liquidations in the next 12 months. They will all short too early. I guarantee you that. Oh, I'm going to guarantee you that, friends. That's why I love you so much, man. I'm actually going to show you. Where are you getting this from? Sonny, where are you getting this from? Dude. Do you want to know how many videos and posts got deleted by influencers in 2021 when Doge did this first move? It went up, okay? You know, friends, Doge did a 22x. Mia Khalifa, your favorite librarian, okay? I'm going to show you. Let's take the big move. Okay, so Mia Khalifa, friends, she bought Doge after this. She actually bought Doge. She saw this and she bought Doge, all right? Now, we all thought it was over. We're like, what the hell? So she's long now here, from here, Mia Khalifa. Doge was 8 billion market cap, 8. Okay, you got to remember, man, it came from for 40 million or something. So then it was like nearly 10 billion, and it's funny. I know who they are. They all deleted all their posts, and all they were saying was, this is stupid. It's just a joke. Everything has topped out. Everything has topped out. Look, it was January 2021. Okay. And they said, well, it has to come down. And friends, they're like, I'm not going to mention their names, but there's certain influencers, traders who came out and they wanted to do a ratio trade, leverage. I was like, oh my God. See, friends, everything was happening so fast. I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys are going to do it all over again. So they shorted Doge, and they would long BTC or ETH. I know people did that. Try to do the Midcurve thing. Oh, I'm going to short Doge. I'm going to do this because Doge BTC should converge. Okay, look what happened to your face next. Bang! You got liquidated so hard. Oh my gosh, friends. It's just funny. They were like laughing like, oh, a porn star just went and bought this joke coin called Doge. Like, she can't be right. Welcome to crypto. All right, so literally Mia Khalifa makes a quick 10x. That's just amazing, man. I can't just, what an amazing thing. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. So there will be coins. I don't know which ones. Hopefully many, okay? They're going to go up a lot. And everyone's going to say, this thing can't be X billion. Like, there's going to be some unicorn meme coin. Maybe it's PEPE, friends. You never know. Maybe PEPE goes up and it hits 30 billion. And everyone's like, that's stupid. This thing shouldn't be 30 billion. There's like the 14th PEPE. Then it runs to like 195 or something. I hope that number happens. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Just something really, really, really silly. Like it just drags the whole world in. That'd be absolutely insane. I'm just looking for 100 billion and I hope you are too. But yes, that's the everyone coming out to say, oh, I'm going to short these things. And now they're not short yet. They're not short yet. All right, they're not short yet. But it's on their mind. Think about it. They've manifested the idea, oh, this is my strategy. I'm going to short. I'm going to short. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. Overall, the crypto market was strong over the weekend. Russell 2000 closed that daily green. We await an October finish now. This is Ash and Pikachu as we go, friends, of course. Having some fun, friends. Here is Pika. This nice Pika chart. Remember, we had the magic of Morales listing as well. So I think it's very conducive to the growth of PulseChain if everyone continues to support Ivan. They continue to support Morales. Try to get your tokens listed on there, friends. I'm just trying to help everybody out in the community do that because remember, man, Hex is kryptonite. I mean, friends, I got unfollowed by many people just because I said Hex is cheap. All the way down there. I got unfollowed, right? It's going to be funny. I wonder if I just say Hex is still cheap at 30 cents, I wonder if I'm just going to get a lot of followers. Because that's what basically Ansem did, right? Ansem still said, DWB ran up 40,000x from 100K market cap to 4 billion. That's, it went to $4, the price. And it's still up 25,000x, literally 25,000x since December. And Ansem still says, yeah, we're still cheap. These things are going to grow. It's going to grow like, to 50 billion and something. He's still saying, oh, there's like another 20 or 100x to go for all these. And he's just gaining followers, just saying that. So that's the game, man. That's the game that we have to live with, friends, that everyone wants to come and buy green candles because they want to come and play momentum. And you can't blame them. It's amazing that something goes up. It has the big capitulation dips, and then you can get in for fast money. It's fun. It's just, unfortunately, man, it doesn't last long, but it is what it is. Now, we're going to go on to the most serious thing of all, friends. Iggy Azalea has put out a tweet saying, my sex toy is coming out on Monday, and she put 3 Ys. So she's excited about that. She goes, bet y'all didn't expect that. What sex toy is she talking about? My pointy elbow, of course. Be the green candle that you want to see in the world here. So here we are, Iggy Azalea. She is the founder of Mother. She understands memes and cults and all these. Obviously, she's got like a unicorn thing with Mother. I hope it does really well. It will do well. It will do well. I want more deep value contrarian though stuff. But friends, with a lot of these people, remember, everybody's just on a different part of the risk curve. That's it. So there are people out here, like for example, I saw, I think, I forgot, Mr. Strident Citizen. I forgot your name, sir. He talked about Morad fading maybe the PulseChain meme coins and stuff. Morad accumulated 350k of SPX, okay, over a 3-month period. Most of these meme coins, man, you can't, like, if he accumulates that much, he owns like 40% of the coin. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is liquidity, friends. People are just different sizes. He's got 24 million sitting in there. Everyone's at different points. That's why. So remember, it's not about really how smart you are or DeFi utility-ish. It's not that how useful you are. It's about how early you are. It's it. You're trying to front-run a crowd. So buying stuff early, that is actually the genius move. Okay, so these people aren't extraordinarily smart when you hear these people retiring early, all these. Yeah, there are visionaries and stuff out here. Of course, they're special, but 95% just not smart. Like, everyone in Hex got to see this. Like, people who bought in, like, January to March of 2020, people who bought Hex then get to infinitely dump their yield on people who bought just 3 months later. You know that? Because the guys who bought in that January, they're already on side. Literally, they got 100x more money than the people who bought 3 or 4 months later, because Hex did like 100x run. I'll actually show you this right now. So this is the price chart, right? So people who bought here, you are on side. Okay, so you're upside 50x, okay? And people who just bought, there you go. So here's May and here's like January, right? So hey, you just bought like 4 or 5 months later, someone is 50 times more richer. So if you have like a 100 grand portfolio in Hex at this price, yeah, there's people who bought this 3 to 4 months earlier. They will have a 2 million portfolio, a 3 million portfolio already. That's the game, man. That's the game, friends. You can't ever just say, well, there's always somebody earlier than me. That's not about that. It's always about the future growth. That's what it comes down to. And obviously, I'm joking into tongue-in-cheek, friends, when I say infinitely dump. I'm just using these quote words that how everybody felt during the bear market, because all they're seeing is just things dumping. And friends, I left this message in the Poker Center Telegram, and I got to repeat it to you as well. So in a bull market, there's sellers everywhere, okay? People selling doesn't mean anything is over, okay? Remember, the bull market ends when you run out of buyers. Don't forget that. It's got nothing to do with sellers. There are sellers everywhere. People sell because they want to trim off a portfolio. They want to rotate to another coin. Man, they just need to pay bills. Let them sell, man. It doesn't really matter, okay? And things are going up, whatever. Who cares? It's all about the buyers out there. As long as there is a whirlwind circling buyers out there, just crowds and crowds of people, they'll make fun and activity out of anything, because there's always quick money. You want to know the thing is, friends, we call these people exit liquidity, but they gamble amongst themselves, you know that? These people, let's say this, like, let's say the us in PulseChain, okay, there's 200,000 people. Maybe the next 500,000 people, maybe they like really see the value. They're like, you know what, I fade you a long time, I'm in now. Okay. But then the next 2 million people, right? 1 or 2 million people, all the retailers, when it comes in next time at the end, they're going to be gambling amongst each other, because they're all throwing in high bets, and they're all doing fast money stuff, and they love making these 2 or 3x stuff. They don't want to sit through the pain, okay? They don't have this fear of loss and aversion, okay? So everybody, basically, you get the returns you deserve. That's right. You get the returns you deserve. If you want to come in with a 3-week mindset into anything, okay, you're going to be a statistic. Yeah, people with a 3-week mindset, and by the way, a lot of these people, friends, in Solana and everything else, they only got a 3-day mindset. I'm not even joking. 3 days, okay? They'll get the portfolio, they return. Okay, if I grab everyone's returns who has the same view as yours, all right, out of 100, 3 do well, 97 don't. All right, but if you take a 3-year approach, a 5-year approach, a 10-year approach, it's inverted. Literally in Bitcoin, friends, 99% of everybody's on side, 98%. Isn't that great? But you need to align yourself with the mentality to think long-term as well. So here's TradingLord. Don't take this personal, but I'm already licking my fingers thinking about pocketing money, shorting 99.9% of cult meme coins to stone cold zero after a macro BTC blow-off. They're literally all going to pull a Bowden. Exciting thoughts for when the time is right, and now the red button. So what does he mean by Bowden, friends? Because Joe Bowden coin dropped 99.9%. Like, it did the most horrific move. I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know why it dropped so much. Is it because, it's Joe Bowden thing? My friends, we make jokes out of everything, man. This just hurts to see. There were insiders dumping as it was getting shilled on mainstream influencers. One account, he dumped 8 million. Okay, he literally dumped 8 million. So, man, this hurts. This hurts. Yeah, down 99.5%. Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to fade defense contrarian, it's okay, but you need to put in effort. You need to believe in the people who are going to resurrect it and stuff. And yeah, it's still 6 million market cap. But yeah, I just want to show you, right? So I've even liked this post. So just so you know, friends, I will like posts for different reasons. Not, I agree. I don't like posts just for that. I've liked that post because I know there are other people thinking stuff like this too, and I'm here to bait them. We're here to bait them. I go, oh yeah, you're a soy boy on the sideline thinking you're a genius. Come get short, bro. Come get short. I invite you. By the way, did you notice how he said the word term here? Macro BTC blow off. Like, you just, bro, have you learned? Let's see. It's funny. Friends, this is why highest value content in crypto. What that's telling me is the crowd thinks that the rounded top of Bitcoin was an anomaly. All right, you see that? That's what they think of. They think it's an anomaly. You might be in for a rude surprise, my friend. You might find that the top of Bitcoin does not do this that everyone wants. Instead, it does something like that. Like that. It does something like this. And then like that. Okay, just big rounded top. That would actually screw everybody, wouldn't it? It would screw everyone. That's what I told you, man. Market friends. Remember my cousin Richie? My cousin Richie, he foreshadowed how it would all get destroyed when we were hanging out. And he said, hey, what happens if Bitcoin, this is in 2021. Let's actually go back to the chart. I'll never forget this. I never know if Richie remembers. He probably doesn't remember. He literally said to me, friends, when we were here, he says, he goes, I think we're like here. He goes, what happens if Bitcoin breaks its high by a bit and then just it's all over? I literally said, God help us all. And then we never spoke about that scenario again. Well, guess what happened? It went up, it broke the high by a bit, and then that's it. God help us all. Isn't that funny? Well, this is what I'm telling you now. What happens if Bitcoin goes up and it doesn't blow off, man? What if it does this? I'll be like, yeah, God help us all, because there are going to be endless seasons of altcoins up here, and you're not going to know which one's the final one. So, is that a foreshadowing? We'll find out later. Also, in this thread, TradingLord's thread is hilarious, friends. I did not know TradingLord has a coin himself. It's called KOL. So that's why these are hilarious, but get ready to laugh. KOL question mark. So this thing has just been like obviously dropping, doing this sinking. He goes bottom tail. I think it's got thick liquidity. But yeah, look, it's funny. Look. So Reggie Jackson has just copy pasted TradingLord's post, but he replaced 99.9% of coal to Stone Cold Zero. So he goes, don't take this personal. I'm already licking my fingers about pocketing money, shorting coal to Stone Cold Zero. So I love you guys, man. It's just hilarious. Look, it even continues. Look at this. Look at these comments. But this is one screenshot. Sounds like a whole lot of cope and word. That's funny. He's got the hands out. Retardio. You act like you're spitting the effing gospel, and we already know this. So, interesting. Everyone's saying, yeah, we already know there's going to be some more back row top and they're all going to go to zero. Well, if we know that, why aren't we all in yet? Because it's not high enough. That's how you know they're going up. You should have shorted your coin from the rip. Probably would have made more. Can't wait for memes to 20 to 50x before that happens, though. Sidelined. So, man, you can just see where all these people coming out. Now, I know, friends, I'm just trying to help you. You might look at that and say, wait a minute. It sounds like the crowd is bullish. No. This is a small snippet into things, friends. Trust. Look, I'm here, man. I'm here. Friends, we can just rotate into anything else. Everyone knows about meme coins and cults. Everyone hates them. All right? They are the most hated. And I mean, like, you go to my YouTube, friends. What I've been talking about here, I've literally called it the most hated crypto cycle ever. Bang, 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 bang. The most hated crypto cycle ever. You see? You see? Oh my gosh, over and over and over again. Look at this. PulseChain and PulseX are the most hated coins in crypto. So it's in my blood to find this stuff. And I had to slip this in, friends. We have some friendship and kindness from Aaron again. They will be mobbed. I mean, just look at the motivation. I got a giant Pikachu suit. Where's my Igon Layer suit? Where's my Molestia suit? Where's my decentralization is cool logo? Where's your one? You don't care about that. You don't even know what the hell it is because they're all black and white pixelated logos that look like weed trees, and I don't know what the hell's going on with these. You see these math equations and stuff, friends, they just don't get you enough sexual invigoration for you to care. They just don't, man. It's like comparing a hammer to a Louis Vuitton bag. It really is. So I want to show you even more stuff going on here because remember, friends, I'm very inspired by Ivan on tech. Sir Ivan, friends, has always been able to capture the zeitgeist. He loves that word, zeitgeist, the mind of whatever the hell's going on in this game. Let's actually play some Cranky G Pokemon music. Ah, man, it's funny. So now we have another big follower account just showing you income sharks, okay? Putting the cum in income sharks. So it's a family-friendly show. Come over here and eat your vegetables. That's why you say that, okay? So he has a post here. Look at this. So if by the income sharks, I think he's a good trader. I don't know about the person's history, friends. Like, I'm doing my best for you, man. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I like this person's post, and then someone in Telegram goes, sorry, watch out. That guy rugged everybody 3 years ago. He shilled this one coin. I'm like, bro, all the coins shill. And then, it's so grey and black and white. And people remember things from 5 years ago, man. Like, geez. It's hard navigating this space, man. It really is. But it's worth it because you get freaking 100x upside. So, Mr. Income Sharks. So, if utility is a meme and memes are popular, Why can't utility be popular? Good question, right? I'll answer it. The reality is majority of utility coins still have zero utility and zero reason to actually hold or buy the coin. ETH and SOL are real utility because you actually need them to do things. So this, my friend, I know he's smart, friends, but I'm just being honest. It's a cookie cutter mid-curve thinking. That's why I even have it here, friends. No! So I would like to ask you, Mr. Income Sharks, what is the highest market cap coin in crypto? Have you heard of Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin's utility? Don't tell me store of value. Do you know what store of value is? Store of value means I'm here for number go up. That's what it means. I'm here for literally number go up. You don't use it for anything. There's no utility in it. Okay. So you're basically storing dreams. That's if storing dreams is a utility, that's what you're actually storing. But, you know, I'm going to continue. Remember, guys, I always talk about the utility of a hammer and a Louis Vuitton bag. I made a whole video about it. It was amazing that it came to me, this example. A lot of people are thankful for it because it puts everything so crystal clear. So if I just showed you, right, hammer picture. Okay, so if you look at a hammer, look how useful hammers are, friends. Hammers are really useful, yeah? They're $5, okay? But here's a Louis Vuitton bag, okay? $4,000, $5,000, right? Literally, $5,000 Louis Vuitton bags. It goes up. There's $15,000 ones. So, of course, what's more useful? It's not even easy. Not even difficult to answer that one. Of course, the hammer is more useful. But the Louis Vuitton bag is 1,000x more expensive. So actually what's happening, when we're not doing this rhetorical, we're just showing you that Louis Vuitton, the brand, or the token creator, if you will, because they make the supply. Whoever makes the supply, whoever owns the supply of Louis Vuitton, they spend all their time to generate demand. That's what they do. They spend time doing it. And what they've found is, me doing all my research, I'm like, the most demand out there in the world is the stuff people want, not the stuff people need. Bang! What a mind explosion. But when you think about it, it makes sense, friends. What do you actually need in your life? You need a roof over your head, you need clothes on your back, and you need some food to eat. You don't actually need anything else. So maybe the squeaky chair, right? You don't really need. You can survive off water and bread. You can do that. And you could talk to nobody. You could go live in a little hut in the mountains. You could. But it's what we want. You see? So this perception of demand, that's actually the spark of it, right? And obviously that's why Bitcoin has a halvening in there, because Mr. Satoshi, Lord Satoshi, has understood it better than everyone else. He's like, oh, I got to make this thing pump to the moon so everyone wants it. What a mind explosion. Friends, by the way, you know that was, many people didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought if you got something down, people would like it because it's cheap. Because I'm like, oh, because it's like a price. No, it's cheap if you want to consume it, right? But if it's an investment in their mind, like a family member, they see it as the price of it. They don't see it as the value, right? So they see the price and the value is the same. Right? So it's kind of, it really is, it blew my mind. Because this is like, you know, remember when I was like still in university, like, you know, years and years ago, before I even came across crypto or knew anything, like everyone else, the mid-curve approaches, you think, okay, it's better for this thing to be cheap because everyone's using it, right? No, it's better for it to be expensive. Why? Because it's not a consumption thing, it's an investment thing, right? So we want to consume items cheap. When you go to the store and they put shoes on discount, 50%, everyone wants to buy them. But if they put a discount of a price on a chart, like a coin or whatever, people lose their minds because they say, oh my gosh, this is reflective of the value. This is reflective of it, right? Because the shoes, right, you're getting the value by looking at it. Whoa, look how cool it looks. I can have that right now. When you're looking at a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or any other coin, you're not saying, whoa, look at how good that looks right now. You're not looking at it, but right now. Okay, right now, I can't do anything with it. It's low, okay? That's why to win, you got to invest for the future. That's why Jeffrey Gundlach, right, and everyone else out here, and Stanley Drunken Milor, and all the other great investors and just swing investors and all these friends. That's why Peter Lynch, you got to think about the future, man. That's why I'm always telling you, you got to live in the future. By the way, secret for everyone, not so secret. Go watch Richard Hart in The Highest of Stakes, the documentary. Richard, I think in there he makes a comment. He's like, yeah, a lot of people see that I live like a pretty messy life. Well, I don't really like clean stuff around. There's like junk everywhere. It's always because he's always living in the future. It's always living in the future, okay? I don't know, you know, friends, I'm like that. You can relate to that. I don't spend hours and hours and hours like, oh, this has to be completely clean around me. It's because my brain's not in today. I've literally say lost the plot. I'm always thinking about what's it like in 12 months? What's it like in 24 months? Once you start thinking like that, you do sacrifice stuff, okay? You forget to live in the now a bit. You do. You're always thinking about the future, and it can give you anxiety. However, only the paranoid survive, friends. That's markets, man. You want to make it in this game, it's like that. It's like if you want to be an MMA player, you're gonna get the MMA fight. You're gonna get the cauliflower ears. You know what I mean? Like there's a sacrifice here to be made. You can't be some sort of cookie cutter. Rest in peace, Big Lenny. Right? You can't be a cookie cutter. And remember, friends, just never be a cookie cutter. That's like trying to get the best of all trades. You'll never be good at anything like that. You'll be a mid-curver. So here I am to go and continue, right? Louis Vuitton, right? They spend all their time generating the constant demand, so you can't copy paste it, right? That's the thing. This is the thing, friends. So you learn this for life. If something is needed a lot, you will have every mind in the world copy pasting it and duplicating it so that they can make more of it. Okay? Hammers are everywhere. Imagine you had the only hammer in the village, by the way. You'd be a billionaire. Everyone would come and need for you. Everyone would come to you for need. But everyone's like, look how popular that thing is. I want to go make it. Because it's so needed, people will put all their mind power to recreating it, right? But if you create the demand and the want, people like isolate it in their brain. Like, oh, I got to have that. I got to have that. Bitcoin, the first Bitcoin, right? It's the first crypto. You can never be able to get that, by the way. You'll never be first. That's it. You can literally never, ever, ever be first, like the Bible, okay? So if you can curate that, and find out where you belong in people's minds for demand in terms of in fitting into that slot, you win. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find stuff where we think, hey, there's potential for this to slice into people's brains. That's why memes have obviously been taken over, friends, because people are associating memes and pumping and all these other things with them, okay? Also mention here, ETH and SOL, so the gas tokens, have utility, but they will lose their function over time. Both chains, friends, they have implementations. Remember, they have the new smart contract functionality and stuff. I forgot that A word. Abstraction for Ethereum. They will let you pay your gas fee and a swap in another currency. Okay, I think Cardano lets you do it. If anyone uses it, yeah, you can pay in the other token. So you'll be able to pay for a swap in USDC. So you get to keep your stablecoins. It's so sad, but friends, you don't want that, man. You want to be forced to hodl the assets that are limited in supply. But I know what people are going to do. They're going to come and hoard USD. Because most people are scared, and they're scared. All they can do is think about for the next 3 months. That's all. That's most people, friends. They're stuck in the next 3 to 6 months. That's all. So they always want the USD because it gives you short-term stability, but it's getting debased over time. And it's funny. We made this chain of this beautiful technology to liberate mankind, which is the terms of Satoshi. But what we'll probably find is everybody will congregate around the stable coins all around again. That's what we'll probably find out. But you're not going to do that because we're going to win. Okay. So remember, right, so ETH and SOL have a base community demand due to Metcalfe's law. It is what it is. It's like there's a lot of people there and everyone's going to own it. They own it for whatever reason. They own it because they like it, because they speculate it, because they think it's valuable. You don't even need a reason, and you don't even need to tell them to buy it. You know, if Vitalik doesn't go out saying, buy ETH, it's going to go 10,000x. He doesn't say that. It's just, as we find out, friends, you recruit people in and they buy. That's it. They will buy naturally. They'll find the token and they'll find the liquidity rail. Okay. Many other chains, they won't be able to compete with them, especially on this need for the gas stuff, because chains, friends, are commodities themselves. It's going to be easier and easier to start up chains for your own reason. So you're thinking, what are you actually holding then? If everything's going to be just like internet bandwidth, remember internet used to be expensive for a lot. Now it's much cheaper. It's like a commodity, right? Commoditized. It's going to be like that with chains. So what are you actually holding? Interesting. Like I said, I got the answer. You are holding access into a group of people. That's what you're holding, okay? When you're long PulseChain, you are long Matty Allen's 2 conferences per year. Okay, you're long my fluffy microphone. You're long Richard Hart streaming. You are long the people. You're long Dr. Hexologist giving you a prostate exam, even though you didn't ask for it and it's 3 a.m. You should be, right, at someone else's home, not yours, right? Those type of questions start to enter your mind, right? You start thinking, what am I actually holding? When you're holding Bitcoin, you're holding the first crypto. You see? You're not holding, a gas token. No. You're holding the first crypto. You can never get that. You can't get that. And we know people will always respect the first number one. You see? So people are figuring this out slowly over time. Luckily for you and me, not everyone has figured it out. If they did, we wouldn't have opportunity right in front of us. Bitcoin has no utility pretty much, but you were buying into the first blockchain community religion, okay? Is this Sommi or Richard Hart? Love it. Okay, awesome. Shout out to Mr. LilDonDon. Shout out to the APU family. Really love APU, friends. So even learn from this, right? APU, as you see, I'll show you APU. So APU is the kind, friendly version of PEPE, the frog, right? So PEPE has morphed into like this movement. It's not this little cute thing now, right? It's a big thing, friends. It's become a movement. That's why I could hit 100 billion market cap. I don't know if you've seen that cool artistic stuff for PEPE. I'll show you like the PEPE law video. I think you type in PEPE law into YouTube, PEPE law video, and you have all of these. Yeah, they're these cool videos. So this guy, you see all these, friends, all these imagery, just like so much like deep art stuff. Yeah, so PEPE's more like these things, right? Here's the oh, is that where it comes from? I got the GIF of this. I put it on my Telegram and everyone asks what's going on here. So you see all these, say, PEPE training. But yeah, it's no longer it's more like a metaphor for life movement. It's an abstract thing. It's transcended the meme and the cult. Okay, it's big enough to be a religion. It feels like the cult, it's like really growing big. Like it would be like, friends, you have Pika. Pika's just, oh, it's a Pikachu coin, right? But then if you look into it later on, if let's say Pika hits 400 million one day, and then it hits, let's say it went international stardom and stuff out here, right? I'm just giving you an example related to PEPE. If it grew big enough, and it grew, let's say it was like 10 billion market cap, the level it would be achieving would be the religion part, which is that the first documented case of Pikachu and which is a human, and Pikachu. So I'm just giving you an example of how something has legs, can do it. Now, is it going to hit 10 billion market cap? Probably not. You know what I mean? But you don't need it to hit 10 billion because you're early enough, because the thing's only freaking 9 or 10 million now, right? And you see what I mean? So you don't need, so at PEPE though, you need it to become a religion because you're buying it at 4 billion now. You're buying it at 4 billion. You're buying it 400x higher than Pika, for example. So I hope you see there's these different examples of how these things go out. Not everything can actually go out there and make it, but hey, if you're early enough, you don't need your thing to become a religion. You actually don't need it, okay? You don't need it. Luckily for you and me, we've got the power of friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you next one.